So that's the last match of our league with Storm. I currently 2-2 because I played poorly against a couple of decks, and my first 7 cards are not real great, so I think I'll mulligan it. This end usually is great only if you already have a Chatterstorm or a first day of class. Eventually can be also good if you have a Galvanic Relay, because you can dump your rights to draw extra cards, so I'll mulligan it. And my mulligan to 6 is great, I think. What I don't really need here, because double Galvanic Relay is appealing, but probably I will not able to play double Galvanic Relay with this hand at least. So we can put on the bottom one Galvanic Relay, and we keep all the 2 mana card draw spells, and we are against Affinity. So probably it's better having Night Whisper plus Ransack Lab. Ooh, we draw a Rite of Flame. I think I'll still play Supervent first, because if I draw an untapped land, I can anyway play Ransack the Lab or Night Whisper on turn 2. They're cracking their Chromatic Star, probably they have a Witching Well. Maybe they kept a singleton land, and because there's no reason to play first Dark Citadel unless if they have a tap land, they not play Darksteel Citadel first. Okay. They kept a singleton land hand with Witching Well, Chromatic Star, but they put the cards on tops, and that's their probably 2 lands, so they're not missing their next 2 land drops. We play the land, and I think I'll pass since I don't want to waste my Lotus Petal to play Night Whisper. I think that next turn I want to play Night Whisper or Ransack the Lab, unless I draw Chatterstorm. If I draw Chatterstorm, what I really want to do here, because I have 5 mana, 6 mana. Okay, there's Chromatic Sphere. Thing is, I can add 2 mana, play add 1 mana, Rite of Flame, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Sphere, play Lotus Petal, Galvanic Relay. That's a draw 4 extra cards. But since I have a Ransacked Lab and they did nothing for their first turns, I think that I can play Ransacked Lab, try to find a land, try to put another Rite of Flame in my graveyard. Okay, that's weird, because Chatterstorm is the card that probably needed, but wasting 2 Carburetor is probably bad. But I still think that picking Chatterstorm now is better than picking Carburetor, because I think that against Affinity at least game 1 it's better to have the singleton Chatterstorm instead of another Carburetor. If they attack, I can try to combo off, obviously. Oh, you have 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. We draw a Silvervet. Alright, we should try to do something now. One, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough to kill them. So maybe I should just play Galvanic Relay or Night Whisper. Night Whisper, how many lands draws? How many cards draws? Only 2. Galvanic Relay here, draw at least 4 cards. And we also have a Supervent for the next turn. That's probably better playing Galvanic Relay here. Alright. I can also play Night Whisper. And that's great. Wow, that's great. Wait a moment, I can combo kill them now? Petal, Petal, Dark Ritual. Well, anyway, I should play both my Petals. Dark Ritual. Yeah, I think that's... I'm probably lethal. Without having destroying my lands. 4, 6. Oh, I miss one land drop. I miss 1 mana now. So I should be in my Sulfur Vent with first day of class, because environmental science is not great here. And I can't play Pest Summoning. Ransack the Lab is... Wow, I need a Ransack the Lab. Now I'm in lethal. Thank you, Ransack the Lab. A bunch of lands. Easy peasy. So I went for Galvanic Relay, but I draw enough free spells and enough Dark Rituals to combo kill them. That's really hilarious. But I guess that trying to resolving a Galvanic Relay here will be the best option, because before starting playing spells to for this Galvanic Ritual, I didn't add enough mana to try to kill them with Chatterstorm, and that went really well. And obviously I won because first day of class draw exactly the card I needed. I mean, 2 mana or less spell at exactly storm count 10. Wow. Okay, we already play against Affinities, so we know that we're bringing all the gas shot. We can also think about that Duras. It's not bad to bring in Duras, but probably having only gas shot is enough, because no, I think that bringing in at least a couple of Duras will be fine. Maybe 2 gas shot and 2 Duras, because we have introduction to Annihilation on my sideboard, so I can interact well with introduction. And eventually resolving a Galvanic Relay with and exiling a Duras would be great. We cut 2 spheres and 2 stars. We can eventually think about cutting all my spheres, all my stars, to bring in another gas shot and another Duras, but I'm not sure that will be great. Probably yes. Probably we should do that. Or maybe we should... Yeah, there's no reason to keep a singleton Chromatic Star. If I want to keep a minimum amount of Chromatic Star, I should keep at least 2. And if I want to cut something from this list, I want to cut 1 Pit Power probably, or a basic land. I think that playing without Chromatic Star can be reasonable. Probably not great, but reasonable. And I think that's a keep. We have an answer for Kraken Shaman, but most importantly, we have Night Whisper and Ransack the Lab. Tap a land, please. Turn 1 Duras. Okay, let's see if the opponent has a Dispel. Wow. It's a really bad hand you kept, opponent. Okay, thank you for your 2 cast. Here I mostly play Duras because I have a tier 2 Night Whisper and I don't want to discard any cards, and I prefer to not play my free spells if not necessary. Not sure if discarding their 2 cast would be relevant, but maybe yes, because they didn't have any answers. They didn't have any Kraken Shaman or counter spells in hand, so okay, that's a turn spinner. Maybe I should kill the return spinner just to, because it's extra metalcraft and extra damage. I don't want to try to combo kill now. I don't have any reason to try it. Wow, that's a lot, a bunch of rice. Yeah, we can play. We can pick Cabal Ritual. Do we really need to kill this Ethereum Sculptor? I don't think that we need to kill it. That's irrelevant, I guess. Okay, they generate another token. They generate a top tier token, but I prefer to keep my gut shot for Kraken Shaman. Ooh, they draw Mirror Forcer. No, that's the Mirror Forcer they had in their starting end. So I guess they will destroy their Chromatic Star now, because if they draw another free creature or an E2, they would play it. But opponent didn't. Ransack the lab. Ransack the lab. We'll play Ransack the lab. That's bad. I can't play around A2 Fling. I think I should pick Night Whisper just to try to dig more in my deck. I just need Shatterstorm. Oog. That's real bad. Okay, I'll play Lotus Petal. And I discard one card. Next turn I should try to kill them. Why cracking Chromatic Star now? There's no reason. Galvanic Blast me, please. No? Okay, do I really need the Gut Shot now? Because I have so many rights. Have double Rite of Flame, which is Rite of Flame basically is a Lotus Petal here. So that 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another 2 mana, 7. That's another 2 mana. So 9, 11. Probably no. I prefer having one extra right in my hand. Alright, you draw. Probably they draw this Sojourner's Companion with their Chromatic Star. So that's the reason why they needed to crack their Chromatic Star during their turn. Now they have Lethal for the next turn. And I should try to combo off now. Ouch. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Rite of Flame. Yeah, now Blue Elemental Blast. Another Ritual. How much mana I have? 8, 12, 14. I just need Shatterstorm. Here we go. You have Dispel. Alright, no Dispel. Yeah, I probably should pick Pest Summoning. First we should pick discard Geothermal Credits, I guess. No, best summoning. And then we'll play another first of class, discard Geothermal Credits. Let's see what, or, no wait, how much mana I have? 4, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana. I can pick Introduction to Prophecy first. Sure, yeah. Another Chatterstone, which is useless. Duras. I think that Duras here is irrelevant since the... Oh no, wait. If they have a coin through, it will be early troublesome. Yeah. Just to be sure. I think that I'm... Oh, wow! Alright, double first day of class into Duras. Seems worth. I really wasn't expecting it trying truth. But people started playing it in Affinity. And yeah, a coin truth sometimes is better than Kraken Shaman because you can play around the Kraken Shaman better with Gat Shot and Introduction to Annihilation. But the bad thing about that Ecoin Turret is that they need to leave their mana open. They have 4 chump blockers. How many creatures I have? 10, right? So I'm not lethal because they can block 4 creatures, losing 2 Totters, 1 Frogmite, and then they can attack with their companion. I'm not lethal. I'm missing 1 damage. If I attack with 3 creatures, now I should attack with 4 creatures, maybe? How many creatures do I need to leave behind to block their creatures? Because I can block only Enforcer, the 2/1 creature, Sojourner's Companion. Probably I should attack with 5 creatures? 6 creatures maybe? No, it's better to attack with 7 creatures, so that's... So now I'm lethal, but if I attack with my squirrel... Because if I leave only 2 squirrels back, they can attack with... That's 8 creatures. 24. Okay, attacking with 8 creatures, they need to block with 2 creatures. They will block with Sojourner's Companion and probably Frogmite. And then next turn they can attack with Companion, Enforcer, their top tiers, and their 2/1 creature, and they block their 4/4 creatures. Yeah, I think that attacking with 8 creatures, having only 2 squirrels as blockers is the best thing I can do actually. So they have... Oof. Probably playing the first Duras in the early game wasn't really great, but I wasn't expecting them having 0 cards in hands, because I wasn't expecting them keeping an hand with at least 1 interaction, not only lands, 1 Mirror Enforcer, 1 Chromatic Star, and 1 Turcast, because it's not great against Storm. It's a linear start, but it's not real enough fast. If you block only with Sojourner's Companion, we will die. So I think that the only thing they can do here is blocking with Frogmite. With Frogmite, because it's the worst creature they have. Oh, with Topter. Oh, they're double blocking. That's great because I'm able to kill 2 of their creatures. That's really great for me. Okay, they're only Topter. Block with your Frogmite. Block. The best thing for me is if they block with more than other creatures. Oh no, maybe they have drawn some. Okay, but if they didn't kill their Frogmite, probably they haven't drawn Karkan Shaman. If they draw Karkan Shaman, we just have to play the next game. Also, if they draw the second copy of Coin Truth, actually. So I should play Duras against them on game 3 because they are bringing in a Coin Truth. And probably only 2 copies of Gadget is enough if they don't play more than 2 copies of Karkan Shaman, because sometimes Karkan Shaman can be bad against Storm because we have Gadget. It's easier to interact with Karkan Shaman compared to Coin Truth, obviously, because we have only 2. I bring it in only 2 euros. Weird, Terrarium. They conceded, yeah! That's great. Wow, top decking that Duras was phenomenal. I wasn't expecting that I Coin Truth. Wow. I mean, be cautious sometimes can save your life. Obviously I was enough lucky then to that they didn't draw anything. Oh well, anyway, that's a 3-2, considering that I faced a bunch of negative matchups, and considering that I played poorly, that's a good result. I think that I'm happy with this this result. It's not great, but if you don't play really well, just not losing money is just great.